The future of South African rugby is once again in the spotlight as the Junior Boks prepare for one of the biggest tournaments on the international youth rugby calendar. With the Junior World Championship set to take place in Georgia, the team has experienced several important changes ahead of the competition, including a new captain, squad adjustments, and exciting opportunities for young stars aiming to make their mark on the global stage. In a significant development, Junior Boks head coach Kevin Foote has confirmed that Sifasetha Nebeleli will lead the South Africa under-20 side during the upcoming championship. The talented hooker takes over the captaincy following the promotion of regular captain Riley Norton to the senior Springboks setup. For many young rugby players, representing the Springboks is the ultimate dream. That dream has now become a reality for Riley Norton, who earned selection in Rassie Erasmus' squad for the nation's championship fixtures against England, Scotland, and Wales. Norton's promotion is being viewed as another example of South Africa's successful player development pathway. His performances at youth level have clearly impressed the national selectors, and his inclusion in the senior squad highlights the confidence being placed in the country's next generation of talent. The changes did not stop there. Another exciting young prospect, fly-half Vusi Moyo, was also called into the senior national setup. While this represents fantastic news for the player and South African rugby as a whole, it has naturally created challenges for the Junior Boks coaching staff as they continue preparations for the World Championship. With two key players moving into senior international contention, coach Kevin Foote and his management team were required to make adjustments to the squad. Fortunately, the coaching staff had already planned for situations like this and quickly identified suitable replacements. Utility forward Thomas Belling has been brought into the squad as a replacement for Riley Norton. Belling is regarded as a versatile player capable of contributing in multiple positions, making him a valuable addition as the team prepares for a demanding tournament schedule. Meanwhile, winger Cheswell just has joined the squad following the conclusion of his commitments with the Bulls in the United Rugby Championship. His arrival adds additional speed and attacking potential to the Junior Boks backline. The squad has also been forced to deal with injury concerns. Utility back Akalawa Bokwana has been called into the touring group after Zekathilo Siaya was ruled out due to injury. Siaya suffered a facial injury during the South Africa A match against Zimbabwe. The incident also resulted in a concussion, making him unavailable for selection. It is undoubtedly disappointing for the young player, particularly with a major international tournament just around the corner. Injuries are always difficult for athletes to accept, especially when they occur close to important competitions. However, rugby is a sport that demands resilience, and South Africa's depth continues to provide opportunities for other talented players waiting for their chance. Unfortunately, Kai Pratt also remains unavailable through injury, further highlighting some of the selection challenges facing the coaching staff. Despite these setbacks, there remains strong confidence within the squad environment. One encouraging aspect for the Junior Boks has been the return of several players who recently represented the South Africa A team. Their experience and exposure at a higher level could prove invaluable during the World Championship campaign. Among those returning are Oliver Reed, Danny Kruger, Sifasetha Nebeleli, Liam Van Wyk, Yakin Ahmed, Luan Giliami, and Marcus Muller. These players gained important experience during the South Africa A fixture against Zimbabwe and have now rejoined the under-20 setup in Stellenbosch. The coaching staff will be hoping that their recent exposure to a more demanding rugby environment will strengthen the team's overall performance when the tournament begins. However, there was also some disciplinary news involving Yakin Ahmed. South African rugby officials confirmed that Ahmed received a 2-match suspension after his yellow card from the Zimbabwe match was upgraded to a 20-minute red card following a review process. As a result, the talented playmaker will miss part of the upcoming campaign. While this is undoubtedly a setback for both player and team, it also creates opportunities for other squad members to step forward and contribute. Speaking about the recent developments, coach Kevin Foote remained positive and focused on the bigger picture. He expressed his delight for both Riley Norton and Vusi Moyo, congratulating them on earning opportunities at senior international level. According to Foote, representing the Springboks is the dream of every young South African rugby player, and both athletes have worked hard to earn their chance. His comments reflected a culture within South African rugby that celebrates player progression rather than viewing it as a challenge. Every promotion to the senior team is considered evidence that the development system is functioning effectively. Foot also praised the players who represented South Africa during the impressive victory over Zimbabwe. Their performances provided further proof that the country continues to produce talented athletes capable of competing at higher levels. The coach emphasized that preparing future international players remains one of the key objectives of the Junior Boks program. Based on recent results and player progression, there is growing confidence that the system is achieving exactly that goal. Importantly, Foot explained that injuries and senior call-ups are simply part of modern rugby. Successful teams must always be prepared for unexpected changes, and South Africa's management group has worked hard to ensure the squad remains adaptable. The replacements entering the squad are already familiar with the team's structures, strategies, and playing style. This level of preparation helps reduce disruption and allows the team to maintain continuity despite personnel changes. Looking ahead to the tournament itself, expectations remain high. South Africa enters the competition as defending champions after an outstanding campaign in Italy last year. Several members of that successful squad are back for another opportunity to represent their country. Players such as Oliver Reed, Rambo Kabika, Sifasetha Nebeleli, Cheswell Just, and Alzedin Felix all bring valuable championship-winning experience. Having players who understand the pressures and demands of major tournaments can make a significant difference when crucial matches arrive. Their leadership and experience could play an important role in guiding newer squad members through challenging moments. The Junior World Championship has long been recognized as one of the most important competitions in global rugby. Many of today's biggest international stars first announced themselves on this stage before progressing to professional and international careers. For South Africa's young players, the tournament provides an opportunity to test themselves against some of the best emerging talent from around the world. It is also a chance to demonstrate that the future of South African rugby remains extremely bright. The appointment of Sifasetha Nebeleli as captain represents an important moment in that journey. Leadership at international level requires composure, discipline, and the ability to inspire teammates under pressure. The coaching staff clearly believes Nebeleli possesses those qualities. As the countdown to the championship continues, excitement is building across South African rugby circles. Despite injuries, suspensions, and player promotions, the Junior Boks appear determined, prepared, and eager to defend their world title. With a talented squad, experienced coaching staff, and several returning champions, South Africa will travel to Georgia carrying both confidence and ambition. The road ahead will not be easy, but the Junior Boks have already demonstrated resilience in adapting to change. The next chapter begins in Georgia, where a new generation of stars will attempt to write another memorable story in South African rugby history. The future of